Jim Hudson here, giving you your weekly on-the-spot fishing update. Hopefully everyone's having a great February, great start to the month, and getting out fishing. I'm out here on the ice today, actually bobbing for lake trout. So we do have ice out here into the islands. It's just starting, and we got the main fishings happening around Basswood, Madeline, and in between Basswood and Hermit. Other areas are of concern right now. There is ice, but we did get some big wind, and things are kind of busted up a little bit. So you know, if people are going to venture around, use extreme caution. It's your utmost concern is caution in checking ice conditions. Even if you see people somewhere else, you know, do check for yourself. Just don't run on the tracks. And if you see people out there, because they could be on thinner ice than you'd like to be on. Ice is great, again, over in Ashland, to Washburn, up to Holton Point, over to Long Island. You know, you're averaging anywhere from, you know, a foot up to over 20 inches. And then as you move around the corner from Holton Point up to Bayfield, you know, the ice thins. You're looking at, you know, anywhere from 6 to 8 inches, some thinner spots. And then around from north of Bayfield to Red Cliff over to Basswood and halfway up Madeline, you almost have a foot of ice in those areas. And then everything up between north of Red Cliff into the islands, it thins again, and you have to check those conditions. So we do have great ice, and bobbing's beginning. Lake trout fishing, some good reports, some fairly poor reports, but that's the way it is, especially in February. Right now we're dealing with a lot of current because we've had quite a bit of wind, but it should lay down pretty good as we're going to have a pretty good weekend. Calm winds. Like right now I'm out, it's probably about 12, 14 degrees, but everything is nice and calm, and I can actually, you know, fish outside of my fish house. I'm just moving around checking an area. So other than lake trout, you know, the near shore, or I should say inshore fishery, browns and splake, they're still going pretty good, that 25 to 30 foot range. And then smelt fishing right now is picking up in the bay big time. A lot of people fishing smelt, and down in around Ashland itself and out by the lighthouse, and that can associate with some brown, splake, and coho as well. Pretty much a mixed bag. And then as you the other decent bite going on right now is whitefish, in that 60 to 80 foot range, you know, off of shorelines up here near Bayfield and out into along the islands. And then as you move down towards the Sioux and the Onion, you can get out in that 60, 70 feet of water and have a good chance at whitefish along the channel around by Long Island. But again, we have to use caution. There were some machines that went through last weekend, so please do check the ice conditions. Travel safe. You know, bring all your safety gear. Just be cautious out here. You know, the conditions change rapidly out here at times, especially like today. One thing I want to talk to you about. If I grab the camera here, I'll show you a little bit what's going on. I guess I got that flipped the other way, but here's kind of where I'm fishing. I don't know if people can see that, but you know, I'm on about 6 inches ice. So, but the thing that's going on is we have rolling ice, and I'm just on the edge of that. And rolling ice, what that means is the waves are coming underneath, and it's cracking the ice. A lot of it is then channeled between Hermit Island and Madeline. You'll see lots of cracked ice in there now, and then down between Hermit and Stockton, the ice is really rolling. And then down between Stockton and Manitou as well. Big north winds the other day, and that's what the residual effect is. So it's kind of an interesting deal, and that's stuff you want to stay off of. You'll actually you know, you can look at the ice and you can see it rolling up and down. But so that's another reason we got to use a lot of caution, is the ice kind of broke up a little bit because of that. And rolling ice, stay off of it. It's a bad deal. So anyways, it's Jim Hudson, on the spot guide service. Just to let you know, we still have a few openings for Lake Trout University coming up next weekend, where we'll teach you all about these ice conditions and how to read them and how to check the ice and all that kind of good stuff. So till next week, we'll see you on the ice.